If you think 65 points is enough to get you an invitation for Australia PR in 2025, think again. With state quota slashed, English rules tightened, and competition fiercer than ever, only the top candidates are making it through. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to stand out for the 491 and 190 visas, and what might be quietly killing your chances without you even realizing it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're planning to apply for Australia PR through the 491 or 190 visa, this video is going to be a game changer for you. We're talking about the latest updates to the point system in 2025, how state nomination quotas have changed, what occupations are in demand, and most importantly, how you can boost your chances of getting invited. So make sure you watch till the end, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment below with your questions. I personally go through all of them and reply. Let's begin with a quick refresher so everyone is on the same page. The 491 visa is a skilled work regional provisional visa that allows you to live and work in regional Australia for 5 years with a pathway to permanent residency through the 191 visa. The 190 visa is a skilled nominated visa, which is a direct permanent residency visa. Both are points tested, which means you need to lodge an expression of interest via Skill Select and hope to receive an invitation from a state or territory to apply. The lowest points threshold remains 65, but that's just the technical minimum. In reality, very few people are getting invitations at that score. What we're seeing across the board in 2025 is that the actual points required are much higher. For example, people in certain occupations, especially in engineering, accounting, and IT, are now getting invited only if they have 90 or even 100 points. And sometimes even that isn't enough for an immediate invite. The competition is high, and it's not just about the points anymore. States have become very selective and are prioritizing applicants who offer the most value to their economies. One of the most important updates this year has to do with the state nomination allocations. Many states have received fewer allocations compared to previous years. Some states have cut their available nomination places by more than 70%. This means that even if you have high points, your chances depend heavily on whether your state still has quotas left for your occupation and visa category. For instance, New South Wales reportedly received 3,000 places for the 190 visa and 2,000 places for the 480. 9-1 visa, but many of those have already been used, and some pathways are now closed or paused, so if you're aiming for NSW, you'll need to act fast or look at alternative states. Northern Territory also had around 800 nominations each for 190 and 491, but reports suggest they are almost out of places. Some candidates have received notifications that their registrations of interest are not being accepted anymore due to capacity being reached. Tasmania has introduced what they are calling a Gold Pass priority system, which means that only applicants with the most competitive profiles can submit a new registration of interest. The rest have to wait or improve their profiles before being considered. It's a similar story in other states like Victoria, South Australia, Western Australia, and Queensland. Most are still accepting nominations, but are doing so in a very targeted and strategic way. They are prioritizing applicants in critical sectors, such as health, education, construction, and advanced manufacturing. And they are focusing more on people who are already in the state working or studying and contributing to the local economy. Now, let's talk about how the point system is evolving, because there are also changes in how points are assessed and awarded. Some categories are becoming more valuable, and some have become less reliable. English language remains a big factor. Superior English can give you 20 points, and that is often the difference between getting an invitation or not. From August 2025, new rules have been introduced for how English test scores are evaluated. This includes updates to acceptable test types, score validity, validity, and score equivalency between different exams like IELTS and PTE. If you've taken your test before August this year, make sure it still qualifies under the new rules and consider retaking it if needed to boost your score. Work experience, especially Australian work experience, is getting more attention now. States are rewarding continuous and full-time experience in your nominated occupation more than ever before. Some sources even suggest that longer periods of employment in the same occupation give additional ranking advantages in certain states. Overseas work experience still counts, but it may not hold as much weight compared to local experience. This is especially true for competitive occupations. Study in Australia, especially in regional areas, is another important factor. Many states are offering additional points or prioritizing applicants who have studied for at least 2 years in a designated regional area. Even if you already completed your studies years ago, make sure you check if they meet the new regional study requirements. Partner points are also worth considering if your partner has competent English and a positive skills assessment in an eligible occupation. You may be eligible for up to 10 extra points. This can be the difference that lifts you above the competition, even if your partner doesn't meet all criteria. Just having competent English can help you earn at least 5 extra points. This is often overlooked but can be a game changer. Other categories that continue to provide valuable bonus points include completing a professional year program in accounting, or engineering. These programs give you 5 extra points and demonstrate your commitment to working in Australia. Another one is the Credentialed Community Language Qualification through NATI, which gives you an additional 5 points. If you speak a language in demand and pass the test, that can be a relatively easy way to add to your total score. Regional nomination continues to give the biggest bonus, 15 points for 491 nominations compared to 5 points for 190. So if your points are on the lower side, you may want to seriously consider targeting a 491 visa instead of 190. Although it's not permanent at first, it still gives you a clear pathway to PR after 3 years if you meet the requirements, such as income and residence in a designated regional area. Now let's go over a quick example to show how these points add up. Say we have a 29-year-old applicant who has superior English. That's 20 points. They have 6 years of overseas work experience, which gives them 10 to 15 points. They also have a bachelor's degree, 15 points, and completed a professional year for another 5 points. Their partner has competent English, so that's 5 points. And they're applying under a 491 nomination, which gives them 15 bonus points. Their total score could be around 95 to 105. Depending on how their work experience is assessed, that's a competitive profile in most states and would likely lead to an invitation in occupations that are not oversubscribed. Now, here are some strategies to improve your score and make your application more competitive. First, focus on your English test. If you're not at superior level yet, retake the test and aim for the highest possible score. This is one of the fastest ways to improve your total points. Second, gain more relevant work experience, especially in Australia if possible. Even part-time or contract roles in your nominated occupation can help build your case. Third, consider additional study in regional Australia. It can give you access to more state nominations and potentially extra points. Fourth, if you can complete a professional year program in your field and see if your language skills can help you qualify for NATI testing. Fifth, consider your partner's contribution. If your partner can get a skills assessment or improve their English, this can boost your profile considerably. Another important strategy is to diversify your options. Don't just apply to one state. Submit your expression of interest for multiple states if eligible. Monitor when states open their nomination programs and respond quickly. Some states only open their windows for a few days or weeks, and you don't want to miss your chance. Also, update your EOI every time your circumstances change, whether it's a new test result or a year of extra work experience. Keeping your profile fresh ensures you're always considered. IDITR'd under the most up-to-date information. Also think about backup options if you're not getting traction through 491 or 190. Consider employer-sponsored visas or regional employer nomination schemes. Sometimes getting a job offer in a regional area can fast-track your pathway to residency. Keep that as a backup while you continue working on your points-based application. Finally, here's a quick action checklist. Calculate your current points using a reliable calculator, identify your weak areas and plan improvements, retake your English test if needed, research which states have quotas left and which occupations they're prioritizing. Prepare all necessary documents for your skills assessment and state nomination, monitor state websites and social media for updates, submit EOIs and ROIs for multiple states where eligible, update your profile regularly, and don't wait too long. On to act. To conclude, Australia's PR system in 2025 is more competitive than ever. Quotas are down, demand is high, and the pressure to stand out is real. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means you need to be more strategic, smarter, and proactive. If you can build a strong points profile, stay informed, and make smart choices about where and when to apply, you can absolutely succeed. Thanks so much for watching this detailed update on the Australia PR points system for 491 and 190 visas in 2025. As you've seen, the competition is tougher, but with the right strategy and a strong profile, your PR dream is still within reach. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more weekly updates like this, and drop a comment below with your current points or any questions you have. I'd love to hear your thoughts and maybe even feature your case in a future video. Good luck with your journey, and I'll see you in the next one.